Hey everyone, welcome back to what Neonibus. I just tried recording an episode, and my mouse wasn't working. Like I couldn't hover over anything or click on anything. It was really weird. I haven't played in a couple days actually, and by a couple days I mean a lot of couple days. A lot of couple, somewhat. I don't know. I'm just gonna give it a normal run. Let's just be normal. Like 4 hearts, 3 hearts, 6 hearts, 4 hearts. Did I play R6 last run? I guess. I don't really watch the episode, but I'm starting on R6, so I'm assuming I played R6. I mean, I don't really have much, like, character variants. It's Saya, Matt, R6, or a normal character. Let's play Anna, though. 4 hearts and a key. Give that a go. We'll see how that does. 4 hearts and a key. So, I had my tooth surgery not too long ago. By not too long ago, I mean, it's 2 days ago. On Wednesday. Oh, hello, how you doing? You're right on top of my teleporter, too. You just want me to go there, huh? Don't have a key, or a bomb, so I will not indulge. So, it was really weird, to say the least. Last time I was there, they almost poked my eye out with that stupid temperature reader. But this time, it was also stupid, because we went up. So they told us to be 30 minutes early. I was like, okay, I'll be 30 minutes early. Well, my mom, normally because, you know, she just goes me with the medical stuff. She's a nurse. She likes to be there for the medical stuff. I also like her to be there for the medical stuff because she's a nurse. So, come on. It's pretty simple, really. And we got there, called 30 minutes early, like they said. They told us, oh, you can come up. So, we go up. They have these chairs. So, there's a pointless elevator that goes up 1 floor but takes 3 years to get down to the first floor, so we just decided to take the stairs. We take the stairs and go up. Right in front of the elevator, there's chairs right outside of the waiting room, where you actually wait. You're just supposed to wait out in the waiting room until they come out, take your temperature, and then bring you into the waiting room. So we go out there to go get the temperature taken. I'm outside with my mom, obviously, of the waiting room. They come out, take my temperature, and then she goes like, oh, is this person with you? I'm like, yeah, she's my mom. And then they goes like, oh, well, we actually are expecting a lot of people today, so we're not... Okay, that's interesting. We're not allowing, like, guests to also be here. If it's okay if she could wait in her car. I was like, what? And she's like, I mean, okay, I guess. So she goes out to wait in the car. I didn't bring my wallet, though, because, you know, normally she has, like, an HSA card she likes to pay with. If you don't know what an HSA card is, it pays for medical bills and stuff like that. It's only really useful for medical. You can't use it for anything else. So she had it from a previous job and has never used it, so she's got a lot of money on there that might as well use, basically. So, she goes to sit in the car, and then there's no one even in there. First off, let me just say that. There's no one in there. Not a single soul, aside from the workers. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's a lot of people so far. Sarcastically. They asked me to fill out the forms. Basic stuff. Fill out the forms. Then they're like, alright, well, can you pay? And I'm like, well, can we pay, like, later? Like, after the insurance gets billed? And stuff like that? Like, send us the bill in the mail and we'll pay? And they go like, no, you have to pay at the time of the appointment. I was like, what? And when do you practice that? I mean, there was a sign on the wall that said that inside, but you can't go inside of the freaking waiting room because they want you to take your temperature before you even go in the waiting room. It's counterintuitive. How am I supposed to know that I only pay at the visit? I've never been here. I know this is my first time going in a freaking pandemic. And you're just gonna block me off because of a stupid rule like that? So I gotta go like, alright, well, I don't have my freaking wallet on me. I gotta go get money from my mom because I decided not to bring my wallet so we could just use the HSA card and you kicked her out. Now what do you want me to say? Now it's awkward for everyone. So I go down to the car, get the car, come back up, and then there's still no one there. Like, no one. No one even in the waiting room. No one in the pre-waiting room. The waiting room. And I'm just like, this is retarded. So, give them the car, they do the payment, blah, 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 sit there, wait, like, maybe 2-3 minutes later, they go, alright, come back, and I come back. So, then, and let me ask this, I think the dentist, I figured out at some point during this, they're actually just a torture chamber. I don't know why I'm not using the teleporter, my brain's just all fried. But so the first thing they do, that's all sketchy is all get out. They sit you down, and then they unveil a bunch of tools that they don't even use for the first 25 minutes, just to, like, instill fear in your heart. It's like, dude, what was the freaking point? Hold on, I'm trying to fix my sensitivity. It feels a little off. I was like, what's the point of unveiling these? You're not even using them yet. So they, like, unveil the tools and go like, oh, here's all the tools. And I said, you need that many? And she goes, no, we don't even use, like, half of them. What are they there for? Got, like, scalpels? You're, like, gonna probe my freaking brain if you get the chance. So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's good to know. Just sitting there waiting. Takes forever for the doctor to come in. That she's like explaining stuff, like how, like what you can eat, don't sip too hard, stuff like that. First couple of days, try to do this, try to do that, and I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there waiting. Doctor finally comes in, and they got like a swab for this like gel that I think is like a pain gel, and they use that at first. Then he's like, alright, now this won't hurt a bit. And he pulls out these giant-ass needles that he's got to freaking stick into your gums. Both sides of your gum. One for each side. I'm like, what? I didn't sign up for this. I did have the choice. I decided not to go under because I do bad on anesthesia. From what I've been told, I am extremely vomit-prone on anesthesia. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to avoid anesthesia then. I was like, we'll just do this the good old-fashioned way of instead getting needles stuck into my freaking gums. Also, this amount of damage I just took this room was absolutely horrendous. He blew himself up. I don't have a bomb still? Oh, well, hello. But I mean, maybe leave it for now? I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll come back later and decide. That means leaving it, basically. So, it really hurts. Like, really hurts when they stick that needle in the gum. Let me just say that. Really freaking hurts. And then just takes a little bit of time and you get numb. The freaking nurse that was there, whatever she's called at a dentist's office, extremely patronizing. Does it feel all funky? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm a normal human. Like, you can speak to me in the English language. You don't gotta speak to me in baby talk. I'm freaking 22. What do you think this is? Like, you're removing a kid's tooth? Like, no. I already have my adult teeth. These are wisdom teeth. You don't gotta be like, does it feel all funky? What the heck does funky mean? I know what it means, but just say, like, does it feel numb? Speak to me like I'm a capable human being, because I am most definitely a capable human being. Do I look like I have a learning disorder? That goes through the, rock. Very true. What was the active item on this? Clear all bullets and damage all enemies in the room. Cross one bomb and one crystal. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I really look at it. So basically, we're just waiting for it to feel all funky so I can get my teeth pulled, which was a couple minutes. And then as we're waiting, I'm pretty sure no one else came in to actually have anything done. So I'm like, my mom could probably just, like, be in here right now. In the waiting room, at least. Waiting. Like, the waiting room was made for. Ah, good lord. Alright, I guess we're doing, an evil... Oh, hello. Now I can't complain. Every time your pet evolves, you'll get a gift. It's free. Free real estate. So I'm just, like, completely annoyed at this point by everything, pretty much. He comes in, and he's like, alright, let's get this done, and blah, blah, blah. At this point, my gums feel like magnets. If you don't know what that means, it essentially means if you try to touch them with your tongue, it feels like two magnets repulsing each other. It's the same exact feeling. I'm not even kidding. You literally... You touch your tongue to any part of your mouth, roof of your mouth, side of your mouth, your teeth. It just feels like your body is rejecting it, and it just gets pushed away. That's what it feels like. Obviously, you're touching it. It just doesn't seem like it from that perspective. So that was an experience. It wasn't like, it didn't hurt at all. Like you said, it was just pressure. Pretty simple. And then apart from that, it was over. Done with. They gave me a prescription for some pain medication, antibiotic, you know, the simple stuff. Sent me on my way. Give me an instant cold pack. God, I haven't seen an instant cold pack in forever. We just don't have them. Like, they just don't get sold anymore. Like, I'm not saying that places don't use them anymore, just that they are not sold for some reason. Maybe in, like, the sports section of Walmart, but I rarely, if ever, see them in the pharmacy. Actually, like, I say if ever, but there's just never been a time where I've ever seen them in pharmacy. They're non-existent. That's a very tempting trade. I will say that. But I will also pick up this Planet Candy Saturn Lollipop. You know, I was pretty much right. It's a planet candy. It's exactly what it is. It's a planet shaped like a lollipop. I could get a key, but that's not worth it. I don't know if I want to even use my bomb. Well, I guess, what's the point of having the bomb if you're not going to use it, right? We'll talk about it. Kind of wanted to buy the water gun, but I don't have enough money. Oh, man. Thought I could get underneath. Underneath. Under the sea. Also, that first bullet he fires when he transforms into a TV is extremely cheap. Like, that's how you know it's a cheap TV. Probably a Walmart TV. On Black Friday. Where they use, like, meat parts in the freaking TV building. They're like, what do they put in this TV? They probably put, like, sausage in it. For the wires. But lined the sausage with copper. To make it seem like it actually freaking mattered. Nope, it's just sausage. Alright. Nothing left to do on this floor. I just opened any old chest. Didn't think too hard about it. And here we are. But as I'm leaving with the prescriptions, I think there was like one person in the waiting room. Like one person. That's it. Just one single person. That's not even that many people. You could have just allowed my mom to sit in the waiting room in the freaking corner. Every waiting room has a corner that doesn't get used. Why you gotta be so freaking rude? I'm not really like dentists in general, though. I mean, like, I understand their job, but you hear a lot of horror stories about dentists, right? Like, oh, they told me I have, like, cavity. Like, so here's something funny, right? We have an old lady who works in our pharmacy. She's our cashier. She works quite often, and she closes a lot. But lately, our closing days have been, like, really freaking busy because people just have no sense of time, so they all come when we're literally closing, and I'm like, yeah, well, we have the slowest cashier on earth when we're closing. But I'm not here to, you know, hate on her, because I don't hate her. Mostly just think that she has some funny, but also extremely awkward moments. And she, they were talking about this dentist office that I guess one of the pharmacists I've been to before, so bringing up, and like, that dentist office was horrible. They always tell you have, like, cavities and stuff. I went to an actual dentist, and that dentist said, yeah, like, your teeth are fine. So she's like, oh, I've been going to them for years. She's like, you just gotta take everything they say with a grain of salt. Every time they tell me, oh, you might have a cavity here, I just say, all right, I'll keep an eye on it. I'm like, that's what you're gonna deal with? Instead of just going to a private dentist that maybe costs a little bit more under your insurance, or is still maybe even free, you're just gonna continue to going to these bad dentists, and every time they tell you have a cavity, just say, I'll keep an eye on it. Now you don't really know when you have a freaking cavity. What's the point of going to the dentist? You no longer have any idea what's normal. There is no normal in your world. You now think every single time there's a cavity. What? So It's like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. You're gonna actually have a cavity one day and be like, I'll keep an eye on it, and then get an infection from the cavity. The Boy Who Cried Cavity. Cavity, cavity. You have a cavity. No, I don't. I don't know. There's a lot of horror stories about dentists, though. Dentists we go to have been really good. They always say, like, oh, you have good teeth, but remember to brush twice a day. Twice a day? Come on, you're pushing it. Maybe if I had an open sink right in front of the freaking television, then I could watch television while brushing my teeth. Oh, hello. That's a joke, by the way. You should brush your teeth twice a day, regardless of whether or not you have a television there. Alright, Happy Bullet. Your bomb will clear a certain area of bullets. Oh, cool. Too bad we never use bombs offensively in this universe. I'm so sad that that is unattainable. Hello. It's actually pseudo-attainable. With that amount of HP around, I could pseudo-obtain it by jumping, taking the damage, and then jumping off. Yeah, that actually wasn't too bad. It was really normal, I would say. We could also jump across the pit and get whatever is back there. Yeah, it's worth it. I know I'll take damage, but it's definitely worth it. I'll actually take 2 hearts of damage, but there's enough hearts lying around for it to be not that bad. And you don't really lose much of your wisdom because I guess it's not an active room. We'll just go get the heart and then move on. So now, I'm doing okay, to say the least. Been eating a lot of mushy food, as they call it. They said I was able to have mac and cheese as long as it was lukewarm on the first day, and I was like, cool, because I like mac and cheese. Soulbringer, unleash your potential. I don't really have any melee weapons, right? Or not like melee weapons, but like anything that does something for melee. So I think I'd rather keep Death Ray for now. I do think I'm interested in doing a run like that one day, but I don't have any like melee synergies, so I'm not crazy worried about it in this run. Actually, I feel like, did I go into my shop, but what did I have in it? I don't remember. Ah, it's the Mother Brain or the weapon. I'm very interested in this weapon, Black Raven. Detonate yourself. I mean, this weapon's pretty freaking cool. It's 2 lasers and then a reload. I'm gonna give it a try just because I've taken the Death Ray so much that I've never taken Raven. This is a new weapon, so we're gonna give it a shot. Detonate yourself is interesting. Okay, so you don't actually hurt yourself. So this would be a key for a bomb chest. Let me look around here then. I really wish you could teleport at all times, but only to the teleport rooms. I think that's what this game could use. Okay, so this is worth it if you detonate yourself and blow this up, for sure, right? Yeah, 2 chests. We're actually able to get an egg and a key. So now I think doing that key wasn't that bad. You can blow this up, get back up top. You also have the crystals to repay the amount of crystals you just spent. I'll pay 5 for it. If it's any more, I won't pay it. Alright. I gotta stick to my word. If you continue to gamble, that's how you lose all your money. Words from the wise. I'm not that wise. Maybe I am. I don't know what was with that voice crack there. Maybe I am. I could be wise. I don't really know. Oh, geez. But yeah, the last couple of days have been really weird. I was originally supposed to work that Wednesday that I had my tooth surgery, and I had to be like, yo, I mean, I'm having like tooth surgery that day. I can't work that day. That's impossible. And then we're like, okay. I guess I'll have to find someone else to work it. I wasn't even supposed to work that Wednesday originally, but then someone called out that day. Not called out, but requested off because they were having like a doctor's appointment. I'm like, you're having a doctor's appointment during a pandemic, and it's not even for anything? I'm having a freaking surgery. Pseudo-surgery, I guess. It's not really a surgery. It's more just like they pull it out. They don't really do anything special. Can you stop jumping into the sky, man? There we go. Stark module. What else we got on this floor? I think that's actually about it, unless I wanted to go back and recover some health, but I'm not worried. I think I'll get it back. I think I can. So I haven't been using any straws. Brushing your teeth, you gotta be careful. So I've been using... Oh, I didn't even see those bullets. You know what? I'm impressed. I think that hit like my egg or something. And then split off of that. So I haven't really been brushing my... Or not that. I was saying something else. You can't really brush your teeth very hard. So I've been using the salt wash. I didn't see that on the ground. It was there for sure, but I didn't see it. I've been using the salt wash to pretty much clean your mouth. That's what they recommend. You like warm salt water. It is just absolutely gross. Just keeping salt water in your mouth like that. Oh, dude, you're still alive? Did he just do a full heart of damage, man? Are you kidding me? Alright, since that run went absolutely horrible, I'm gonna do a quick attempt at Action Supremacist, and we're gonna do it ASAP. I was excited to keep using that weapon, but I guess I should have gone and backtracked for the health. That's what I get. That's what I get for being greedy. Why would I even look for this? You can't... Nothing here can phase me. We can't use any of it. Unless it's got like eggs or bombs in there, it could be good. I actually should have gone inside. I'll do it when I find a teleporter. We'll teleport back and then do it. I'm not going to walk back for it. That's like a couple rooms back. Ah, Lord. You're going to make me walk back for that? I barely like walking as it is. Oh, it actually did get it, but I can't get that key. Not that I care. The eggs are hyper important. They are of hyper importance. Armor is also pretty good. So we'll pick that up. We do have a teleporter in literally the next room. I did not mean to walk back there. What the heck? This is why I don't understand explosions. They just don't work sometimes. The reason we should do this is because Matt can get them for free, so it's pretty much, well, free. Oh my lord, it's egg heaven! I knew it. I knew it. This run is blessed from the start. Let's get Wukong and win. 25. You know it's better than 24, Patrick? 25. So I did see, too, 750 million mosquitoes are getting released in Florida, which if you haven't seen it, it's genetically modified mosquitoes. Which the plan is to use those genetically modified mosquitoes to mate with the non-genetically modified mosquitoes, and they have a protein in them that kills the non-genetically modified mosquitoes. So it's essentially a trap. It's a trap. And once they mate and have a child, the child will no longer be able to live. It will die. And that should lower the population of mosquitoes. They've attempted this before in a couple of places I read in the article, and it's been successful. So, you know, I got faith in them, but I also just don't want to go somewhere where there's 750 million mosquitoes flying around. I think it's going to be 750 million mosquitoes over 2 years, though, if I read the article correctly. So it's not going to be like 750 million mosquitoes at once, maybe. I think it's going to be like, we're going to release, like, maybe, you know, like 200 million over this year, like over time. That should hopefully lower the mosquito population by a dense amount, right? And once you're able to lower it by a certain amount, then you release more, because there's always going to be some mosquitoes that get through. You can't stop all the mosquitoes from mating with regular mosquitoes. So what you got to do is just release them over time. To make up for the lack of mosquitoes, you're essentially reducing the amount of real mosquitoes and increasing the amount of fake mosquitoes. Like, the fake mosquitoes are being... I just picked up an item. Oh my good lord. Every night in my egg, I hatch this way. Near, far, wherever Wukong are. Just talking about mosquitoes, and then in my head I'm like, it's a cat medallion. That's cool. That's about the extent of my thought process there. I did see on the beta branch too, they're reducing the health of enemies at higher difficulties with bosses, I think, not just enemies. Bosses. Which is cool, because I'm doing this on hard mode for, again, no reason. And if you're questioning that, it's because you have no self-pride, alright? If I were to beat this on not hard mode, like on easy, they'd be like, you did the achievement on easy. Anyone can do it on easy, but did you do it on hard? That's where the real people play. Actually, I think most people think that hard mode's a waste of time, and I kind of agree with them, but I'm also like, yeah, I don't really want to play a game that's just too easy. I like losing every now and then. Keeps the spice. I like spices, you know, coriander. Throw some freaking paprika in there. Is that a spice? I don't know. All I know is I like cilantro. Cilantro. I put that on everything. Cilantro. If you don't know, that's Sriracha by Tech 9. Oh yeah, just drop that item. Just drop it. Just freaking drop it. Get on the ground. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Oh my good lord. Any damage you take will be used against you too. It's the boss fight. It's the key gun. Nick. I'm trying to think. I don't really know any Nicks. Oh, sweet damage taken. Thought he was gonna roll at me, not roll away from me. Maybe he thought I was racing him, and that's why he ran away from me. Oh, good lord. Praise the Lord. I took 3 damage there, for sure. Alright, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go that way? And then drop down. Alright, alright. Remember, you can roll. Matt here, he can roll. You have that roll at your disposal. Oh, what a roll, dude. I was scared there. I was scared. You could hear the fear in my voice. Probably. I don't really know. Maybe? I think it was kinda there. I apologize if every now and then my voice sounds watery. It's because I go to take a sip of this Frappuccino. Homemade. And I took it and threw it on the ground. No, I'm joking. No one listens to that song anymore. What are we in? 2005? I don't know when that came out, but it sounds about right. Dude, back then, everything that was, like, viral was like, dude, did you see this, though? I feel like nowadays there's just so many things that are viral that, like, there's so many more people on the internet that it just feels like there's so many different versions of viral. Like, it's not, did you see this, though? It's like, how many viral things did you see today? It's all like 5. Oh, yeah? You want to compare our virals? Dude, I don't know why, but that sounded very perverse. I feel like previously half the stuff that went viral was, like, sketches? Like, essentially people doing their own B-rated movies on YouTube. And they're not movies, though. They're, like, little 3-minute sketches. Like Freddie Wong, Nigahiga, Corridor, Digital. All those popular boys. Smosh. You remember Smosh. I know you do. Everyone used to watch Smosh at some point, and then Smosh was, like, garbage. After a while. I don't even know if they're still around, honestly. I know they did that game review thing for a while. Or, like, serious movie reviews, whatever the heck it was called. Or, like, fake game? I don't know what the heck it was, but I remember, like, the premise of it. Real reviews or something? I don't know. Any way you put it, Smosh is just dead. They're probably not. They're probably still making a living. Or they have made enough of a living to where it doesn't matter anymore. Either way you put it, I haven't heard the word Smosh in years until I just said it. What is this light show going on up here? I feel like, though, that's how a lot of things work on YouTube and Twitch. You kind of, like, watch someone, you forget they exist, and then you go like, oh, yeah, that person exists. Unless you're, like, actually friends with them or, like, in a group with them or something like that, you kind of just tend to forget. You always have, like, some person you watch. I think once you just really find the person you kind of, like, resonate with watching is when, like, you just stick with that person. Like, for me, I have, like, one person I'll always think about whenever I think about YouTube. Like, Donkey, I'll probably never forget Donkey. Not just because, you know, I like every Donkey video. It's just because I've watched so much of his content that it's easy. It's also, like, Donkey has a really weird algorithm where, like, he doesn't have to make a video every day because he's so popular that he spends more time working on his videos. I think that's, like, extremely hard to get away with if you're not a big YouTuber. If you're a big YouTuber, you can do pretty much just whatever the heck you want. No offense to big YouTubers. You can do a lot of stuff and get popular. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll continue to grow if you just do whatever you want. It just means that you have a strong enough base that no matter what you make, you're always making something off of it. You know? I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it does. If you have, like, a strong base, it's really easy to keep people around. It's also easy because YouTube videos you can watch at any time. So if you're having a lull at work and your job can, like, allows for watching things, not to say that, like, every job allows for watching things, just a lot of people watch things under the table. Hey, you watch YouTube today? Shut up, I'm trying to do my job, Jerry. Come on, man, I know there ain't much to do today, it's been slow. Shut up, Jerry, I don't want the boss to find out. Come on, what you been watching today, man? Alright, that skit's over. Where'd the bomb go? I guess they broke it? Normally there's a bomb there. But he just, like... It's just easier for a big YouTube to keep their audience, not necessarily grow. To grow, you gotta keep doing things that people find entertaining. You can't just keep doing the same thing. Now, you could keep doing the same thing. Then at that point, it's like a consistent job, right? But if you want to keep growing it like a business, you would have to continue to, like, going outside of your shell and doing things crazy. Like, right now, I'm actually, like, working on thumbnails and actually doing things like that. For me, it's kind of fun. I'm having, like, a pretty fun time, I would say. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content I'm putting out, and if there's something you really like and you would like to see more of, please let me know. I'm always willing to, like, play more games. Like, I could drop Rogue Legacy and play more I, Dracula Revenge if that's what you really want to see. Not saying that that's the best game ever, just that I'm willing to do it. This is an interesting boss fight. I love how when you stood here and just knife him. That's my favorite part of the fight. Ah, the jumping platform got me. I tried to turn off the shooting and roll backwards. It didn't go well. I think you guys know my opinion on this boss, and the fact that this roll is extremely hard to use because of the way it works. You roll towards the way you're facing, not the way you're moving, which is unfortunate. Destroy every crate you see. Don't patronize me. I destroy what I want to. These guys are just being overused now. I see these pink heads every freaking time. I can't roll because I'm in the air. That was my bad. Also, just walked into that second one. That was horrible. You guys need to chill out with the freaking pink heads that don't stop going. And if that was obnoxious, that's how I feel. I'm like, dude, they need to shut up. They freaking make too much noise when they're shooting their freaking disco. Oh, one more shot. One more shot, man. Really? You're quite the tanky boy. I have to say. My eggs have all failed me this run. I'm gonna cry. Not really. Oh no, that freaking... Now I gotta jump up there again. No, what could be worse? Oh, it's you. I don't know if they have contact damage. I probably should have tested that theory instead of just letting myself get hit by the bouncy bullet. Okay. This is manageable. We're doing well. Alright, we should be fine. More so than, like, making videos that are extremely popular, I'd rather just, like, make a community. I don't know if that, like, makes sense. I think it does. I'd rather just have people, like, watch my video because they like watching my video, and, like, you know, maybe we can talk about stuff. That's the kind of formula I prefer. Excuse me if my voice is cracking a lot. It's hard to get a lot of liquidation inside of me. I didn't have a water bottle this morning. That was my own fault, but... Let me lower some collateral here. There's too much collateral going around the room at high speeds. Get out of here. Get out of here. Ow! Stop, stop. There's too many of you. How many have I damaged to almost the point of death? Not that one, clearly. Alright, let's leave one, because I believe he doesn't spawn any if you leave one. So we'll do that. He'll shoot, like, every so often, but it's not, like, a crazy amount. Just stop. Perfect bounce on the 2. It's going to go at a very slow rate, so it's not going to reach him until a while later. We'll get him into phase 2 before that one reaches him, and then we'll immediately dispose of it. Ah, he spawned more. Okay. Maybe we should leave one. I don't think one is that bad. I'm just doing some collateral control. That was bad 2 damage I took there, for sure. Did he spawn another one, or did he always spawn that many? He spawned more. Oh, dude. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. It's over. I'm gonna die to TikTok. Oh, no. Well, let's focus. Let's focus. I believe. I believe I can fly. I believe TikTok will die. I had to roll there, but the contact damage. Ah, man. Alright, that's gonna do it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like. If you got anything you want to say, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my videos so you can stay up to date with whatever the heck I'm doing. If you got any ideas at all for me to do, I'm willing to receive them. My brain is open. Talk to you next time. Peace.